The hit series Outsiders in the midst of its second season, described by many as addictive. When it debuted, we visited with David Morse. Well, the most powerful man on the mountain is back with us today. Good morning, David. It's nice to see you.
Good morning, Mary. It's nice to be with you.
Well, we were talking here in studio. Has it really been a year since we talked to him? It felt like just a few months ago. Time has flown here, but remind us about the concept and the idea behind this show.
Okay, well, the story takes place around a clan, the Pharaoh clan that's been up in the Appalachian Mountains for over 200 years, a very unusual clan that's held on to old Celtic kind of traditions, have a sort of an old tongue. The mountain is it has myths about having a magic on it, which we're never sure we really see or not. And to survive, they really do pretty well for themselves up there by themselves, but every once in a while they have to go down into town below and raid for some things, and the town sort of puts up with it. But then the coal company comes and they want the mountain. They tried to take it 25 years before. Now they're going to take it for real.
Well, it is interesting that we have so much talk happening now from different branches of government about that industry. And I know that has nothing to do with the show and how it was inspired, just coincidental. But I was reading about some of the cliffhangers. Not specifically, but I'm wondering if you could shed some light on what's yet to come this season.
Well, part of what the coal company has done, the coal company is, they obviously are the kind of the bad guys in this. They are pitting the town against the people on the mountain. They really are manipulating things, and they are putting a stranglehold on the clan on the mountain. They've fenced us off. They've poisoned our water. They've killed our crops. They've killed some people, and they think that's how they're going to get the mountain back. Well, they're not going to get it back that way. It's all been building to this, us coming down the mountain and really fighting back, and that's where we're headed for the end of this season.
Concussion, The Green Mile, The Rock, John Adams, St. Elsewhere. If we think about your resume, it's incredible. You've seen some excellent film and series opportunities. Why did you like Outsiders?
Well, I think the same reason that the audience likes it. It's not something we've seen before. It really is. It's fun to do. It's fun to watch. At the same time, it really feels like stuff that's going on in our world. So you have that combination of things that feel true and relevant, important, and at the same time, we get characters that are just unique, and it's fun to do it, and it's fun to watch it.
You didn't come from a family of actors. I read your mom was a teacher, your dad worked in sales. How did you end up in acting?
Well, what happened is I was in, I'm going to say this, in 8th grade.
Okay.
Mrs. Baker, she wanted us to read the class to read a play out loud. She asked me to read The Grandfather on Borrowed Time. I was terrified. I read it and I felt like I was finally myself.
Wow.
I was both terrified she would call on me and desperate that she would call on me to keep reading this character, which she did. She kept asking me to read it. And by the time I got to high school, I met somebody else who also just inspired me, saw, whatever was in me, and I've been doing it ever since.
Wow, that's an awesome testimony to good teachers. All these years later,
Sure.
We can still give
Truly.
a shout out and look back to 8th grade. Catch Outsiders on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock on WGN America. David Morse, thank you for joining us.
Mary, I'm happy to be with you. Thanks for having me.
Mike, over to you.